Welcome to another episode of Otaku Dine. I am the host with the most, aka Sleepy Melbourne, in the building. Just Charles is here.
What up? One Piece chapter 1150, Dame Rivers. Also very sad that we didn't get a color spread.
But we did get what looks to be the end of the cover arc for Yamato. She's with Ulti and Page 1 at the shrine, seeming to have returned, the Yasue sword to the Enma shrine, laying it to rest.
So someone else can just come along and steal it eventually.
We should have a new cover story coming up. Or maybe this one will continue. Maybe that was just part one of her pilgrimage and she's going to take some more time and do some other things.
We could use Yamato on our current island.
I mean, I would like to see that. But actually, into the chapter, the pirate warriors, giant warrior pirates, have finally hit the scene. They're headed towards the kids. Bragi and Dory are on ground, headed towards Gunku/Emu. And Emu is saying, I shan't permit a rebellion.
Well, first things first.
And chastising Quilliam.
First things first. What the heck do you mean? I shan't permit a rebellion. Because are you saying the giants are rebelling against you? Because that's not intrinsically true, because they were never under your jurisdiction to begin with. So you can't rebel against someone who you never had providence over to begin with.
If I'm Emu, I have prominence over the world in my mind.
I mean, if that was the case, everything would just happen the way you want it to, and everything would have been fine. But it's not. So you're just delusional, which is very possible.
Well, now that's why I got to come down here and show you and put hands and fists.
I mean, if it was just that simple, then just get it done. But it's obviously not. And like with the level of power that they're exerting, typically with abilities like this, you can only exert this power for so long or do so much. So either this woman's power, body is going to be completely and totally racked and destroyed because it can't take the level of power that she's running through it, or it's going to run out of power at some point, and it's just going to, and that's the overall, the way this conflict is going to end. Because I don't think Luffy's going to end up involved in this overall.
I need Luffy to be involved. But
Luffy chose not to be involved by going down there and dealing with Loki stuff.
I think Loki's going to be involved too.
Oh, I think Loki is going to be involved because there is a level of, we're not going to let this slide. It's just like, all right, I wasn't a fan of the way things ran here, but I'm like, on the scale of, I don't like this, kidnapping giant children is right up at the top. So I want to go put some people in line and hit them upside the head with me mallet.
Yeah, I think Ja Rule is not the true ruler. I think Loki is going to be freed, and with Chopper going down there, they'll probably have a little speedy recovery. But before we get to some of my machinations about what will happen, we see Emu talking to Quilliam, kind of questioning why his nightmares seem to be so lackluster. He's like, because is this all your dream demons amount to, Quilliam?
Because he is lackluster.
And Quilliam was like, no, my lord, I left the dream holes open so they can keep coming. There's no concept of death. And then he also tells Summers to shepherd those urchins who seemingly has probably crawled and put himself together since he didn't die. He probably had command over all of his body parts and had like his hand walk over to his arm and
so on and so forth.
Yes.
So he has the bog standard.
I can put myself back together
like the rest of everyone else does, which is kind of further illustrating what we saw earlier with the Gorosei. I don't know why I always confuse the Tenryubito and the Gorosei. Those are not the same things.
No.
But yeah,
Robin tries to escape.
That doesn't
cut
work.
Himself.
Jinbei stays where he is to defend them, and then so the giant warrior pirates clash with Emu. Emu does this like devil teleportation, transportation weird thing, and he is just able to take over their body.
Well, he summons a knife and a giant shotgun out of a book, and the knife is normal size and the shotgun is giant.
Got the blicky.
Stabs Dory in the hand first to force him to let her go, and then once Gunku Emu grabbed the shotgun, it blasts Brogy's arm clean off.
Well, first things first. There's a lot of smoke there,
wrist.
and I guarantee you it's not clean off because it never is.
Well, yeah, no, that's off. It falls to the ground.
Oh, the captain's arm. Look at that.
Yeah, blew his arm off, or his hand shot
Got
straight
the
through his
blicky.
wrist. And so, after that, we decide it's time to turn Dory into a demon. And now Demon Dory is much bigger than the other giants, and I think that Loki is the same size as these new demons. So I think that's interesting. I think it has something to do with ancient giant blood, and maybe they were closer to demons than what we know.
No, I just think like he probably just used whatever ability that he has to awaken their ancient blood or their bloodline and mess it with the like devil blood. And there's a conversation on what exactly Emu is and where this power comes from, because I still don't think this is a devil fruit power. It's too weird, and it's too like devil fruit powers can be weird, but they typically have like a thematic, like a theme.
I think his power is basically
You think it's a racial trait, like
no. I just think it's the same as Luffy's.
oh, so because you think he's awakened to devil fruit power?
No, I think that Luffy ate the devil fruit that gave him the powers of a god. I think Emu is basically the opposite of the original Nika.
I mean, but that would just be you awaken to devil fruit power.
Well, no, the original Nika didn't have a devil fruit power. The original Nika just had those abilities, and then the devil fruit gave people the powers of Nika. So yeah, I think Emu just is the opposite of the original Nika and just has these abilities.
Oh, that's a possibility.
And so that's what my thing, because it's basically what Luffy. Luffy couldn't create anything out of his imagination, and basically what Im did was basically decide that, all right, you guys are gonna be on my side. You're gonna be demons now. I'm gonna pull this sword and this gun out of this book. I'm gonna also conjure this book out of nowhere.
What are you
Like,
talking about? No, it's just a grimoire, and he's just a character from Black Clover.
I guess it could be that, but he didn't say any spells.
Saying spells is for losers.
Hey, you know what? It might be, but I want to see.
It will. What would you do if it was the leader of the Clover Kingdom? He just kind of popped up over there. It's just like, I had to leave. They beat me up over here. So you took over Emu's buddy? Yeah.
A random crossover.
It's either that or the writer of Black Clover heard Oda talking and stole his idea.
Might have, but I definitely like.
Demon Time
That-
Broggy.
No, I like that Ja Rule's ready to fight. Warriors do not know the meaning of the word run.
Well, first things first. If hip hop never told you anything, Ja Rule just runs away. Anyway.
And Ja Rule is ready to fight.
Oh, Monica.
Man, Ja Rule's great. But that's really all that happens is a lot of action, and we're ready to see the new clash between the new demon giant army that Im has created, and hopefully Luffy
Ja Rule.
and his company.
No.
That's what I
Monica.
need to see.
Yo,
Is Luffy
Chopper
come
hasn't
up.
even fallen all the way down there yet.
That's so great that Chopper went down there. Chopper
No,
is
Chopper's
MVP.
not down there yet. He's still falling.
No, Chopper's MVP.
He's falling like Super Mario.
The fact
at the
that
end of the
he
game.
said, "Oh, Stopper knows how to hurt them. I'm gonna go with him and figure this out." Oh, he got knocked off the thing. I'm a doctor. I can handle this. Boom. Let me go and handle that so I can get this good information for
No, you just
everybody
need
else.
that good level of hot. You need level 2 hot conqueror's hockey.
Even if he can't do it, that means he can still tell Luffy how to do it, and that's all that matters.
Telling Luffy how to do it is pointless. Luffy just needs to do it. That's
Yeah.
not the way he works. Telling Zoro or Sanji how to do it might get you.
He's
to
gonna
your
tell
own
all of
goal.
them.
In all of it. I mean, telling all of them is pointless because it's probably an application of Karakura's haki, and Sanji doesn't have it yet.
Yeah, but as long as they all know, then they know that, all right, we need to team up or get one new guy so we're not wasting energy.
Or we just gonna throw Shanks at them. Come on, Shanks. Come put these people
No,
alive.
Luffy's about to demonstrate a massive level of hockey, kind of like when he did on Fishman Island. We're going to see that because that's what Imu did when he first got here, knocked out some giants. So we're going to see Luffy do something similar and maybe push Imu out of Gunku's body. And force him back, kind of like how Emmett did with his attack at forcing all of the Gorosei back to the island.
I really wish Shanks was here. This will be over already. Alright. But this has been Otaku Don. Like, comment, and subscribe. One Piece 1150. We love you. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.